Welcome to the first video of 2006. It's nearly the end of April, but things have not been the same as it was last year. I give up the allotment this year, so I've had to get everything back. So things have been running a bit slow. I've only just started putting things in, getting things ready. I'm now using the top piece of my garden. It's a bit of a politics on the allotment, so I'm not going to go into it. Lee said it's better for me and the dogs. We're a lot happier just pottering about up here. I'd like to show you my dahlias. I've just found them out, so I can get them in now. They've overwintered quite well. I've got quite a few. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pots. And I'll take you a guided tour around the new area. The garden got a bit neglected last year with one thing and another, so I've had to battle loads of nettles, and we've had to move things. We've had a new cover because it got ripped to shreds in the winter, so this year I'm going to take it down in the winter. Well, not the frame, just the cover I'm going to take off. And I hope you enjoy all my videos this year of me trying to get the top of the garden sorted into a productive little area. At the top of the garden last year, my tunnel was here. Well, on the videos year before, we've decided to move from the allotment. One or two little issues that I won't go into. So I've decided to move my tunnel from here and bring some beds from the allotment and use this bit at the top of the garden as my allotment. So this here, where my finger is, there's two there, but they need shortening because the third one's got to be shortened so it can come here, and that tub there is moving. These are my tomatoes. I've just pricked out. They're my bush ones, mini ball, and in this bed I'm going to have my courgettes. These here are my chives, and if we can come over, climb over without falling over the dog and the beds. These are bulbs. Oops, I'm in my own shadow. That's not good, is it? These are bulbs I've dug out from where all the nettles were, because my garden got a bit neglected last year. And I brought a lot of my fruit bushes. This one's currant. Now, until they actually get currants on them, I am not going to be able to tell whether they're white or black currants. At least I think that's a currant. They've all got muddled, but that does look like a currant. I know these big ones over here are. Right, this bed's not filled yet, and if we come back, I've only brought one of these back from the allotment. I brought my big netted tunnel, so I might be able to get that up over this area. And this bed here, I've covered it because it was full of nettles, so it's going to have all my fruit bushes. I think this one's a white currant. It's definitely slightly different to this currant, and I had to leave quite a lot of the big ones in. I couldn't dig them all out. Well, I've got nowhere to put them, so it's not worth bringing them and then them dying. They're raspberries, but I'm not sure whether they're my loganberry ones or the early or the late or what they are. I should imagine they're the early because they flowering, they're leafing from last year's shoots. this is a blueberry, I think. I've got two fruits that I'm not quite sure. One was a blueberry and one was something else very similar. I can't remember what it was, but I've rescued them. The other one's in the tunnel. I've got my mint, and these are currants. There's some gooseberries, if I can get down in this bit. Oops, sorry Freya, I've kicked you. There we are. Little gooseberry, and there's another one a bit further across. Oops. I'm going to fall over in a bit. So this bed's just going to get left for this year, and my fruit's going to stand on it till I find... Hey! The dog is eating the compost again. Stop it, Freya. Till I find somewhere for them. We have cosmos, nasturtiums at the back, African marigolds, sweet peas, and these are my, out of the way, these are my cabbage, pointy ones, and we have peas and beans in at the bottom. Then we courgettes, and over here my butternut squash. This one's not looking very happy. Probably the frost caught it last night, it was on the edge. I'll have to move them into the middle a bit. The tunnel, which I've moved. This used to be the dog run, and we didn't very rarely used it because the dogs like to stay in the house, don't you, darling? Freya, say hello. Hello, Freya. So I've potted on some of my fuchsias from last year into a bit bigger pots. They look like they're dead, but they're not. There's little green buds coming on them. In these we have some more sweet peas, but they're white from the seeds from last year, or the year before anyway. I can't really remember, but I've got piles of seeds that I collected. These are the seeds off the giant garlic that they just fell into another pot that was at the side and started growing, so I just shoved them in, left them all over winter, and then I found them when I come to tidy up the top of the garden, and look how much they've grown. This is the other, which I thought one of them, this one or the other one, is a blueberry, but I'm not quite sure what the other one is, because they are definitely different, but this one I'm not quite sure whether it will come back, because I found it actually out of its pot, just bare roots, so I've put it in and we'll hope it will get growing. It don't look too bad. These are all currants that I took cuttings of the other year and I found in a pot when I've been tidying up, and they look like they're coming, so I don't know what I'm going to do with all these currants. If you can see over here, this is a right mess that I've got to sort out. There's the poles down there from the netted tunnel that I brought up, so all this lot and a load more down the bottom of the garden I've got to sort out. I've dug up, hold on, we'll back up a bit. I've dug up my thyme and my comfrey, and there's some strawberries further down the garden. Turn around again, without making you dizzy. Should keep switching this off and edit, but I'm being lazy. I've cleared the top of this rockery, and I've put this plant in. It's going to have nasturtiums in all the way along. It looked lovely the other year when I did it, but I saw this in the garden centre and they were selling it for £3, so I decided. that I was going to buy it. And this, I think, is borage, if that's how you call it. I'm not sure, because I dug it up from the allotment and it was something my mum fetched off my dad's allotment when he packed up, because he's got really old now and can't do his allotment anymore. So if anybody knows, my rhubarb's coming on nice. I've just took a container off the top of it that I'd got actually just chucked on it when things got brought up from the allotment, and I've got far too much stuff. I've given loads away because I had a massive allotment, and my dad had an allotment as well, so there's all this stuff. So that's doing quite nicely. It normally goes mad, but it's probably a bit slower because it's had things piled on top of it this year. Potted these up. These are tomatoes. The one that came free with a magazine. My friend didn't want the tomatoes, so I've had them for my collection. I've got that many packets of tomato seeds. So this is a new one. Not that I know what I've done with the seed packet. It's probably got some seeds still left in it, so it'll be in the box. But they're big with like a bit of a stripy pattern on them. So I don't really need all these tomatoes. I've very, very thinly sprinkled them into the tray, and look how many I get. And I've thrown some away at that, out of this. So all my friends will have some. These are another couple of things that I found that I'd shoved in little pots and left over winter. I think this one's another elephant garlic, not giant garlic. And if you're wondering what this is doing in here, because it should be outside, well it was, but it took a battering over the winter, so it needs a bit of a repair and a paint. So I've decided to bring it in here and use it for storing all my pots, so I can tidy the garden up, because there's pots all over the place where we just come and dump things from the allotment because we had to kind of get everything gone quick. I'm just a minute going to shout at one of the dogs. Get up there! Freya! Get out of the fruit! Get out of the fruit! Right, hold on. I'll have to go and sort her out. What are you doing in there? Hey? Come on! Get out! Stop eating the compost! Freya! Good girl. Good girl. Go down the garden. Go on, both of you. Go next. Freya, down the garden. Down the garden. That's it. Go on. If I put these pots here, you might just stay down there. If you can see, look. Everywhere's a right mess. We've cut a tree down. The nettles have gone mad here. I have been digging, if you can see. I've been digging a lot of them out. And that's where the bulbs have come from. And where Freya was, over there, they are daylilies. So I've dug those out as well and just stuck them in pots, try and save them. Right, I'm going to pot on some cosmos. I'm going to put them in these trays, and I hope, I've got the camera on my head, so I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'll just do one tray and then I'll check the camera. It's no good me doing lots. If you can't see what I'm doing. I have got a dibber here, but fingers do just as well. There's that seed off. These perhaps ought to have done a bit earlier than this. There we are. Got some good roots on them. This is just multi-purpose compost. I don't buy anything fancy. It does. Try not to disturb the roots too much, but when they're tangled like this, because they've been I was supposed to touch the stem, but that was a nice big thick one, so I didn't put no pressure on. Same with that one. If you don't put no pressure on the stem, you can just hold them very gently. It's better to hold the top leaf. There we are, that's one done. Right, that's 3 trays, and we'll just give them a bit of water. Keep them out of the sun a bit until the leaves have dried off a bit. Need a new watering can. This one's not very good. There we are. It's cosmos. I'll put them there a bit until the leaves dry off. Then I might move them down into the other little greenhouses in front of the house. I haven't done this one, I just took one out of there. I'll do them later. Now I'm going to sow some seeds. So go and fetch the seeds in a minute and decide what I'm putting in. Way to find my seed box. Look what I find. Rexy! What's Rexy doing? I didn't say you got to get off, just asked you what you was doing. What are you doing? You're going to get disturbed in a bit with all the gang, aren't you? Oh, poor badger. Now there's something else I haven't shown you. This is in my conservatory cum dumping ground at the minute. I wouldn't say it's a conservatory. Some different flower seeds. Take this off. I think you might just be able to see it started to come up. I'm going to have to watch when I put things outside, because the frosts have been really bad this week. I think I'm going to have to start bringing things back in. Lobelia in that one. Oh, I can just see a little one, it's not worth taking the top off. And they're my petunias, and they're not coming. And these are a new thing I've not grown before, bush cucumbers, and you can grow them outside. So we've got to be a bit creative when it comes to where I'm putting things, because I've not got the ground from a massive great big allotment to a little bit at the top of the garden. These are flowers as well. They're spring onions. They've not come up yet and they've not been in long, but these are flowers, and they're a fluffy one. I can't say the name, and my scribble when I write things down don't help. Right, I'll go back up the garden to plant the right, plant the seeds, and I'm not quite sure what we're going to sow. They're the fluffy ones I was telling you about. Sweet sultana mix. It's my handwriting on the little labels. Not good. Asters, we've got asters already in somewhere because they're open. Might put some more sunflower seeds in, because I've only got the dark ones, this one, and it was just coming up in that seed tray I've just shown you. So I don't know whether to put some more sunflowers in. So I might do that. Put some more sunflower seeds in. And my labels are down in the house because I've not got that organised yet. Right, let's move these out of the way. Put them down there. Right, which sunflower seeds shall we have? I really haven't got room for massive, great big tall ones. So I had them last year and they were nice. And these ones might not grow too tall either. These teddy bears. It's no good me growing them. I grew them down at the allotment last year and they were beautiful and put them all the way around the border. So people kept spraying them with weed killer and things. I lost lots of things. But we won't go into the saga about the allotment. Right. I'm sure this has been opened. Oh, apparently not. This must be a new one. So we're going to have Italian white. Right, let's find Italian white. The advantage of being up home though, when I get everything organised, will be, does that make sense? Will be that I can have my radio on, because just to that side is a building with electricity. I can even have a cup of tea in there without having to walk into the house. Right, still can't find sunrise, sunburn mix, sun colour. These names do not make sense. That sun, that's teddy bear. So I found that one. Rug giant, that's Russian giant, so that's that one. Sun colour must be that one. So these three's got to be these top ones. Sun Deb mix, that's that one. Red, aha, that must be that one. WH for white on the end. These abbreviations are terrible. Right, I'll have to do the labels later. So we will have 2 rows of sunflowers. I have this, might as well use it. Might as well use it. Not too deep, but then again I can put the soil from the sides over it. And it doesn't really matter if I just put one label in that says sunflowers. Right. Because I'm not fanatical about knowing what everything's called. For the simple reason is I can never remember. So there's not much point. Because the labels get lost when you put them into your pots. The dogs have heard somebody again. And that's another good thing about having my allotment now at the top of the garden. The dogs haven't got to be left, because I had a massive allotment and I had planned that my dogs would be able to sit around like they're doing at the minute, occasionally barking at something, in the sun while I potted around, but it didn't work like that because the bit I had got was all fenced off, which was ideal, but then I decided that I couldn't have all of it. I had to share a little tiny corner with somebody, which made it very difficult to have my dogs around. So we are a lot better off here. There we are. I need to sort a label out for that in a bit. So if I just leave that there like that, I will know what I've planted. Let's have a think. I've put lobelia and petunias in. I think we might try some of these. These look nice. If I can find them. It's very hard when they abbreviate things. Busy Lizzie. Busy Lizzie. What will Busy Lizzie be? Will Busy Lizzie be them? I think they might be. But they sound nice. And pansies. I haven't got many if they're nasturtiums, but right. We'll do Busy Lizzie. And we're going to, there's not many in here, so I'm just going to save that one. Just going to do them down this side here, because I don't think there's many. Oh dear, there's not many at all in this packet. Right. Right, they're Busy Lizzie, and I have which one goes just there. That's a bit lumpy. I don't want that in there. Put that in the bin. Right. Need a smaller pen. This is why I can never see what's on. See, I made a mess again, so I can never see what I've written on. So I need a better pen. And that can go in my pocket. Right. What else? It's there. I always put things down, I can't find them. Right. Pansies. Normally, do you sow pansies this time of year? It doesn't say. Pansy Sweet Giant. No instructions. Well, there might be pansies for different times of year. I know that you've got an autumn one, so we will try them. Not hurt. It's one of them packets of seeds that I don't even know where I got it from. Oh, there's lots in here, so we can have. Hello, Kira. I can have more than one go. The dog distracted me, and then I got concentrating on trying to get them in the right place, and they didn't go in the right place at all. Right. See what I do? I put things down, I can't find them. Do this all the time. I think I'll just put pansy on, because I don't think I'm going to be growing more than one different type of pansy. In fact, I've got all these flowers and nowhere really to put them at the minute. But then again, I've got plenty of troughs and pots and stuff, so it's just keeping them watered all summer when they're not in anything, when they're in shallow things. Right, what else? Verbena. That is verbena. That's lobelia, so I don't know, that might be busy. I'm not sure. So these two are trailing, and they're for my hanging baskets, which I haven't found yet, so I'm assuming they're in the shed. So I like verbena, so we'll have verbena. Right, where are you? I've just had you. There we are. Alright. I've only brought 3 sticks up from home, so we're just having 3 for the minute. I can't see. I've got no glasses on. But like I said earlier, or did I say it earlier, or said it sometime, the sticks always go missing, and I put things in and it doesn't matter if I don't know what they are, as long as they look pretty and they've got burps. That wasn't very good, was it? As long as they look pretty, I'll carry on with that after I just chuck seeds everywhere. As long as they look pretty, does it really matter if you can't remember what everything's called? Oops. I'm not doing very well with this packet, am I? Except for when your friends come round and say, what are they? There's not many in there. I think what we'll do is we'll make an extra bit just there. There's a bird making a funny noise. I wonder if it's the blackbirds again. Right, that's that. I have to remember to put the rubbish in my pocket instead of just chucking it places. I've got to learn to be more tidy. Right, that's them, and I think that will be it for the flowers for today. I've kind of done them staggered, not put all of them in together, because when it comes to picking out time, it's a nightmare if you've got everything that's ready at the same time. So I can't get the lid on because it's too full. I was actually going to put some more nasturtiums in it, but I don't know whether I have actually put any more in. I'll have to have a look round. I think I've only put the red ones in, and I think I was meaning to put some different coloured ones in, because the red ones are going across there. Which I might have said on another part of the video. Right, I need to water these and get them on here. Right, looking for my leek seeds, I found out which tomatoes these are. These are Tigerella. I said there was red with like a stripy bit on them, so that's what they're going to be. I need to find some leeks. Now they look like all their herbs, their tomatoes. Right, broccoli. I might do some broccoli another year, not bothering this year because of that bed. Right, I want to do some beetroot. Carrots. There, carrots have already been done. I'm not doing peppers this year. Oh, there are my lettuce. I've already got some lettuce in down at the bottom. I'm not going to be able to find leeks, am I? I'm not doing cauliflower, I've just done a bit of cabbage till I have everything sorted. I've done spring onions, but I've not done any other onions, even though some of these beds up here did have onions in last year. Cabbage. I've put some kale in, but only one or two, so just not quite sure about the room. Now this is where I find out I haven't got no leeks. Well, I might have, might be in the other box. Onions. No, doesn't look like we have leeks. Not in this box anyway. Right. So, change of plan. No leeks. Not doing leeks till I find them. And I'm sure I have got some. But we're not putting many in because I haven't got room. But if I put beetroot in individual pots, find individual pots. 1, 2, 3. There's any more down there. I think I've got some little ones. Might have some little ones over here. Nope. Must have used them. Well, we can use that one. 4. And then I can transplant them once they've grown quite big. I think I can transplant them without disturbing the roots straight into a container. Like this one down there. 1, 4. 1, 2, yeah, 4. Nice. So we're being economical with everything. Got to remember not to grow too many things because I might just put 2 seeds in just in case they don't come up. Because I haven't got the ground and I've got to remember this. Oops. Drop them all over everywhere. That one's got 3 in it. What is the bigger seed? I love that little one. Out. Right. And then you can always prick out the one that is the smallest, or let them come a bit and then pull out a small one. Right, again, labels are down in the house and I need a tray to put them in. I have got some proper ones that are moulded and take individual pots, but again, I don't know where they are. Me being messy again. Bits of paper everywhere. Right. We'll water these, and we'll leave these here, and then I will come back later on and put a label on everything that hasn't got a label on. So the next video, everything should be labelled. We'll laugh at that because it won't be, will they? Hey Kira, it won't be. It will be all a mess as normal. What's up? You wanting to sit on the chair? Are you? Or you just wanted to clean my face? You wanted to get on the chair? Go on then, get on the chair. It's a bit small for you really. You fall off it. Sit down then. You're going to fall off it. Silly girl. Right. I'll put that back in there. And I'll take the... Oh, you just wanted the compost. You and your sister. And compost. No, you make you poorly. Come on, jump back down again then. You love to... You. Oh, I can't find the leeks. So, we're going to have a bit of spinach. I put a few kale in, and we've got a bit of Swiss chard that's from last year, that's in a bed at the bottom, over there, right at the bottom, if you can see. I don't know whether you can see. So we just put in just one or two very thinly, because I don't want, oops, I don't want too many. This is mustard spinach, and this company is like an organic one, and rare, I would say rare breed, but it's not a breed, is it? It's not an animal, but heritage they call it, isn't they? Old-fashioned veg. It's the organic gardening catalogue, and they're not really any more expensive than like Sutton Seeds or any of the other Thompson, whatever you prefer, whatever your favourite seed company is. In fact, sometimes they're cheaper, and they have some nice stuff. And again, forgot the labels. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that just there, and then I'm going to draw a line like that where the next one's going to go, which I'm not decided what I'm putting in yet. So I'll leave that like that until I've decided what we're going to have. I've got some Swiss chard in. I've got some Chinese cabbage. Could have some Chinese cabbage. I'll go and have a look, see what I can find, and to put in. I normally put that a bit close. Let's do that like that. There we are. So we've got room for this one. I normally put 3 rows in these little trays. There we go. That's ready. So put Chinese cabbage and find something else to put in. Yes. About planted everything really that I'm going to plant, because I haven't really got the room, because everything's going to have to go in tubs. That one I've already shown you. There's a load down there, look, and what, a big one at the back there. Can you see that? I'm looking down, I forgot it's on my head. Just tilt my head back so you can see over there. Oops. So, and I've got some bigger pots as well, but there's an odd fruit bush that I want repotting. That's better, held it in my hand. That middle one, I just had to shove it in something at the allotment just to bring it back. I want to put that in a bigger pot. That I've just potted up, and that is a pear. The apple trees and stuff got destroyed in the fire that was down there last year. We had a really big fire, the shed went up and it took out half my fruit. So I think them others at the back might be alright for this year, and then pot them onto a bit bigger next year. It's I have got a apple tree. If you come with me into the jungle, let's walk through this mess, see if I don't get nettled. This tree has appeared last year, and this one. I think this one has come back from one I cut down actually. This is from a seed. That's got to come out because that looks like it's one of them really big trees that's across in the woods. Now this is my apple tree, and this is a cooking apple. So what I'm planning is ripping all this out here, and the nettles, I'm sick of nettles, and I might leave this in. Oops, let me come around. But I'm cutting that one out because this, oops, sorry Freya, I'm shredding on everything. This has fallen from these. This used to be a massive bush, big tree, used to be all the way up there, high, really higher than this, about 3 times higher than this, and the snow killed it, and we cut it down and it's come back in 3. There's one there, and this, if you look carefully you can see 2, and I'm going to keep them, take that one out, and this tree, big tree here, may come out eventually, probably next year, and all this is going to be cleared, saving what plants I can, and then I'm thinking about putting black plastic down like over there, and Freya, you're in where I'm talking about, and then putting my fruit bushes all in here. That is the idea. Whether it gets done this year, I don't know, but my fruit bushes are fine where they are for this year. So next year they're going to be in this section, I think, and hopefully the dog fence taken down, and the dogs are going to be good, aren't you Freya? Yes? She says no. I'll just eat everything, mummy. Alright, here's my dahlias. See all the tubers? They've overwintered well. I was a bit worried about them actually, because some of them had started to rot a bit when I took them out, but they look like they've dried out quite nicely. I think there might be 2 in this one. Oh yes, there is. Look at the size of that. These were quite small when I bought them last year, and I've never saved them before, and I wasn't really very what is the right word, enthusiastic. I just pulled them out, shook a bit of sand off them, well, soil off them, and chucked them in these pots, and chucked them in the shed. So I think there might have been a bit of a slug on that one, so hopefully they will come back. So I will get them put in, and maybe a job for tomorrow now, seeing as it's getting well into the afternoon, and move them in. And I've got to try and find some fleece to cover these. All these, I might move them. Actually, I might move them. Maybe, I don't know whether to put them in there or not. I might move them somewhere. I've got to put some fleece around them, otherwise they're not going to survive if they have the same type of frost we've had for the last 3 days. I've been putting fleece around the ones down at the bottom. So I've got lots to do. So these will have to wait for tomorrorow now, with 1 or 2 of the others.